Hello everybody, welcome to Numberz. This is Josh, aka Numberz. We're sitting here with Chris. How you doing, Chris?
What's up, Josh? How are we doing today?
Good, dude. We are sitting here with Chris. Chris is from Orange County. He is a motivator. He wants to give back. He wants to be a good example, right? Yeah. So tell us a little bit about yourself. Where were you born? Where were you raised? And a little background on, how you grew up.
Yeah, South Orange County is where I'm from, born and raised down there. I left for school for a little bit, but came home with family stuff, and my father needing me when he was getting sick. Okay. And now that I have two boys, I have two sons, and my oldest son lives with his mom half the time. Okay. So I live close, make sure I live close to him, close to school, and I have really put my roots down where I ended up growing up, because I didn't think it would be that way. When you're growing up, you think you're going to move away and go somewhere and do something big. Right. So it's kind of just full circle that I get to really help out my community where I grew up, because I never thought I would be able to do that.
Right. The schooling, right? So in school, they never taught me anything about investing. No. Anything about numbers. No. Numbers, the math that we learned was the basic math so we could do math, right? Yeah. But it wasn't the checkbook. No. It wasn't your banking account. No. It wasn't these important things that we have a day-to-day basis. You're not getting in debt and credit cards. Right. Not
the exact opposite, actually.
Right. So it's very, very scary to see that. That's what I want to do, is open up a school like that. Right. Like Numberz University. Yeah. Even from elementary school, from kindergarten all the way up. I want to be able to teach that whole generation everything, just life skills, social skills, because this computer stuff, text messaging and stuff, like this is great to get this across with people, put it on the internet, let them know, right, that you still have to be social. You still have to just go out there and talk and network, personal, be personal.
You have to have human connection. You have to have contact. The art of looking somebody in the eyes and being able to read body language and understanding what's coming through. And I figure maybe it's just a gift, but I figure you have that as well. Yes. Wherein it's the compassion, but that comes from, again, trial and error. Right. How do we expect our children to be able to have a conversation or walk into a room and talk to anybody and everybody and feel confident when they're just doing that on video games, or we're not teaching that in school? Because I did debate class, but that's nothing compared to real life. Right. School teaches you to work hard, listen to the rules, and hopefully get promoted.
It's crazy. I mean, I could go all different ways with it. You know what I mean? And it's
like it all starts from the home, because it does. My common sense growing up, and even yours probably, is a lot different than somebody else who maybe grew up in Utah going to Mormon church. Yeah. And that's not a knock, but that's just the truth of it, because you and I probably knew how to use our hands and to do certain things at a very young level, or young age, I should say.
Or just watch someone, right? Learn from experience. And that's what everybody does, regardless of they think they don't, they do. They're gonna watch something and they're gonna learn that, whether it's walking or talking or working or any aspect in that.
Every self-help video, anything you see online, because that's where it is, it all ends with you having to go out and actually do the work. Right. And that's not always easy. No. You have to go out there and stumble in life and make mistakes. And that goes with everything in life. Right. Is how do you know the perfect relationship if you haven't had bad ones?
Well, I think we're in the business of trying to teach people something they don't have to go through.
Correct. Absolutely.
Right? And I wish they would just listen.
Yes. It sounds like, all the people talk to me when I was a kid, right? If you would just listen, right? Exactly. You have so much potential. Right. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, and the problem was I didn't have anybody around that I could connect with. Okay. And that's how I feel. And so for me, it's about making sure that I get around as much youth as possible and trying to connect with as many of them as they can. Right. To realize that it's not about the color of your skin. It's not about the color of your eyes. It's not about how tall or short. It doesn't matter if you can dunk or not. Right. At the end of the day, when you get to our level, it's about how hard you work. Right. How tough is your grind. Right. And are you loyal? Right. Your word. Your word is your bond. Your word. And are you going to be where you say you're going to be? Are you going to do what you say you're going to do? Right. And can I trust you with my money?
Exactly. It comes down to numbers.
Right.
Numbers. And so let me ask you this question.
Tell us a little bit about TCR.
Yeah, TCR was a company that I had the opportunity to do some work with, and it was they had approached me and asked me to help them get involved with the Orange County market and bring combine training of guys getting ready for college, from college to the pros.
Okay.
And I figured it was a good, interesting venture, and I got involved. And what I was able to do, and what we did was we got involved with high schools. I was able to go to high schools and get training times. Kids, right? We were able to bring a tangible to show them hard work pays off. These guys are getting out of college, getting ready to go try out for their biggest interview of their life.
Right.
And they were just where you were 4 years ago.
Right.
So we were able to do training within high schools and give back to the schools, putting together housing, putting together their itineraries, talking with their agents, building relationships, networking.
Right. That's
getting my community involved, getting the local supplement stores to sponsor and give the guys stuff and have them give back to the community. Cryotherapy, the local gyms and stuff that they got a chance to go work out, and they would do things for those locations for the opportunity to work there.
Right.
Things of that nature, and really start to just bring things in with the community and show them.
That's where it starts.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
I mean, we all want to change the world. Some of us want to change the world, but it starts with where we live.
You know what? Everybody that comes on this show is the same thing. This is what it's about. It's about being positive, man. And it's about giving back.
Yes.
And being blessed that you can change some things that sometimes with just people in general, just one, and it might not be a gang of people, it might not be a lot of people, but there's one at a time, like you said, and that's a blessing and all.
My lowest of when I've had the hardest of times in my life, the more I help somebody else, the more I get out of my way, the more my life gets put back together.
There you go.
Because I've, been through divorce, I've been through both of my parents dying in my arms, I've been through friendships, business burns. Like you, like all of us, right?
The roller coaster.
And I've been at some times in my life where I was just, ready to like go move to another country type thing and start over.
Right.
And I say that but what kept me going was the fact that I had youth to work with, kids to coach, people that depended on me.
That's where you put that energy.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, I have the opportunity where I have other fathers now that call me for help, mentorship when it comes to their kids. Help at home, that call me for just advice.
So life coach,
Yeah, I mean, it's absolutely.
It's an example.
Yes, I mean, I grew up in a house where you don't show feelings, you don't show emotions.
That's bad.
Right? Like your problems stays home.
Yeah, that's a man, right? Especially for men.
Yes, like men, you keep your problems at home.
Right.
And you don't go out and talk about it, you don't gossip.
Right.
So it was always very difficult for me to be able to sit down with somebody and explain like, things are not okay.
Right.
I'm not all right. My mental health isn't in check, and being able to give my story and talk to parents freely and let them know about some of the stuff I've been through and where I'm at now. And then they see me with their kid, they trust me.
It's possible.
Yes. Well, what they see is possible is a lot of it with the fathers is that, right, it's not about, once it really get to them, it's not about how much money you make, it's how much time you give to your kids.
Right, 100%.
And even if it's 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's all that matters. Time too. Time is special. So let's close with this. I want to ask you, what do you see for Chris in the next 5 years?
I see myself impacting our youth. I see myself being able to get the opportunity to work with kids, adults, parents, non-parents with on health and talking about nutrition. I see myself getting to work with other gentlemen like myself that want to impact and help people and give them back to our youth.
Right.
Whether that be, for me, it's through the art of sports, but there's so many other ways.
Right.
So I see myself in 5 years being able to give back on a humanitarian level to our youth, to my community, and be involved with a training and just to be about positivity.
Right.
My name is Team Positivity on Instagram.
Oh, there you go. To speak it out.
So,
let them know.
Yeah, no, Team_Positivity, because that's my motto in life.
Right.
There's enough things in life to be negative about.
Right.
I could wake up every day and my head's already against me, telling me about all the negative things going on, or I need to do this.
Right.
So I have to make a conscious effort to think about the positive things, and people come to me, coach, whatever it is, to help them look at positive factors.
Oh yeah.
Because at the end of the day, sometimes it's just hope. People want hope.
We talked about that earlier.
Hope we can get better. Hope that I can lose the weight,
yeah.
right?
Because we're all striving to be better in some way.
Amen. If you're coasting down life, if you're coasting downhill, you're coasting in life, right?
Right.
You gotta be. You're always working for a goal.
Right.
And
we want to change people in numbers, guys.
Yes.
In numbers.
It all boils down to numbers,
yes,
right?
It boils down to numbers.
Yeah, because human beings lie, we make mistakes, but numbers don't lie.
Numbers don't lie. People do. So we got to cut it short here. I really appreciate you coming, bro. The vibe, like I said, you have to have a good vibe to come. And I appreciate you coming. God bless everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Numberz, tune in. Number one. Right. Numberz.
Appreciate you.